Okay, hi guys, back at it again. Okay, so we're going into Chronicles. We're on part 4. We're going to switch it up just a little bit, not really regarding the previous message that we have. Not that we're disregarding the previous message, we're just going to go ahead and say that it's for a very specific audience. I'm not here to put fear into you all. I hope you realize that. I just, read what I read. Sometimes it's great, and sometimes it's a little grim. So I do apologize, just don't shoot the messenger kind of a situation. But I do have here part 4, of Chronicles, First Chronicles, and we are going to discuss some musicians of the house of David, and somehow, I guess it's just more modern day, but even of the past, I don't know, there's some tellings of the past. Music has kind of been demonized, right? Music has been taking on this other entity that we as we as non-secular individuals don't really like to associate. We have a lot of dark undertones to a lot of our music. Sometimes it can be like pinpointing and targeting younger children especially. It's not always the best thing to influence our decisions currently. But back before, music didn't have very expressive lyrics. It's actually a beautiful, beautiful thing and a beautiful blessing. So music has always been just a way to shape culture and to add joy, light, love, and everything in between into our culture. It's an enhancement, a gift that was presented to us from the heavens, essentially. It came down from heaven. So anytime you hear that there are dark associations with music, it's probably true, but its original origins and foundations really have been bestowed upon us from heaven. It's a very special gift that we hold. So yes, music is wonderful. That goes along with our quote here. Music is the greatest good that mortals know, and all of heaven we have below. And this is a song for St. Cecilia's Day by Joseph Addison. And we mentioned St. Cecilia. We talked about her being the patron saint of musicians, as we talked a little bit about her backstory previously. So let's just go ahead and jump right in. You can see the chart. I'm not going to move it around so much, but we do have the Levites and their sons, Gershom, Kohath, and Merari. From the line of Gershom, we have Asaph, and we also have, from Merari, we have Ethan. Both of these individuals were in charge of music during the reign of King David, okay? So that also goes to show the time frame here. So let's go ahead and go on, and then we also talk about the designations that the Levites have as far as land, which was covered when we first discussed the Levites back in maybe Exodus, I want to say, or Numbers perhaps. Numbers sounds about right. Okay, let's continue with chapter 6. It says, "These are the men David put in charge of the music in the house of the Lord after the ark came to rest there." And again, when we're referring to the ark, it's the Ark of the Covenant, right? They ministered with music before the tabernacle, the tent of meeting, until Solomon built the temple of the Lord in Jerusalem. So these individuals were ministers of music even before the temple was built. They ministered before the tabernacle, and when they had the tent of meeting, they went ahead and did the music there. Here are the men who served together with their sons. From the Kohathites, we have Heman the musician, the son of Joel, the son of Samuel, the son of Tahath, the son of Assir, the son of Ebiasaph, the son of Korah, the son of Izhar, the son of Kohath, who is the son of Levi, the son of Israel. So we can see how far that goes up. It does trace. As you can see, it's off a little bit. I got a little bit lost when looking and recording, but eventually it goes up, right? Descendants. And again, we're looking here. Where do I have Gershom? Hold on, give me a second here so I can find son of Korah, son of Kohath. Okay, it's kind of blend in. I'm sorry. Heman is under, you see that column BV? It's under BV. It's kind of blending in with Asaph's notes there. I apologize. Okay, so we have Heman first. Asaph was on the right hand of Heman, and Ethan was on the left hand. Okay, just to clarify that, I got a little lost with my eyes. And Heman's associate Asaph, who served at his right hand, the son of Mahil, the son of Mushi, the son of Merari, the son of Levi. Of course, it goes all the way up. So the descendants of Aaron were given Hebron, a city of refuge, and Libnah, Jattir, Eshetoma, Hilen, Debir, Ashan, Juttah, Beth Shemesh, together with their pasturelands. Some of the Kohathite clans were given as their territory towns from the tribe of Ephraim. In the hill country of Ephraim they were given Shechem, a city of refuge, and Gizah, Jokmeam, Beth Haran, Ajalon, and Gath Ramon, together with their pasturelands. The Merarites, the rest of the Levites, received the following from the tribe of Zebulun. They received Jokmeam, Karta, Ramona, and Tabor, together with their pasturelands. Wonderful. So how wonderful would it be to actually have an accurate map and description of where these towns were? I know there are things on the internet of people putting together these maps. My mistrust, my lack of trust here. So maybe that's something we'll look at, maybe not. But again, at least we have from the text itself their lines and descendants, and we can have an idea based off of where King David was and the various tribes. I mean, they spread out over a large portion of land. So, see, Asaph, Heman, and Ethan, the leaders of the music, the temple of music, the leaders of music in the temple. So that's all I have, just a short little video to go ahead and tackle that portion. The chart is almost done. Like I had mentioned, it's complete. I'll link it to you if you want to take a gander at it in full. I'm just going to go ahead and finish transcribing a little bit more, make sure to have everybody put in where they're supposed to be put in as we near the end of this naming section, if you will. Once we're done with the naming, we're going to get in more into like Solomon and David, kind of rehashing what we went through, but there will be some new pieces of information that we can then apply to their reigns. Again, you guys, I appreciate you for listening and sticking by and staying interested. It really does mean a lot. If you're listening to this ending point, you're awesome. Thank you. And every ending point, it does really mean a lot. So I'm glad you get to hear that message there at the end. Appreciate you. Have a great rest of your day. Enjoy your holiday. Bye-bye.